Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at this 2021 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392. Huge shout out to Sunstoppers for providing this vehicle for me today. They have a ton of locations, definitely check them out. I'll have that website down in the description. But as you can tell, this 392 is finished off in black with all the gold accents, and they have a base MSRP right around $75,000. And now moving on to what powers the 392. Underneath the hood, you'll find the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 engine. This is paired to the 8-speed automatic transmission, and it pumps out 470 horsepower around 6,000 RPM and 470 pound-feet of torque around 4,300 RPM. This features the full-time four-wheel drive system. It weighs in right around 5,100 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds, up to its top speed just shy of 100 miles an hour, and it has a fuel capacity of 21.5 gallons. You'll expect to see around 13 miles per gallon in the city and 17 out on the highway. This has a wheelbase of 118.4 inches. Its overall length is 188.4. It has a width of 73.2, a height of 74.5 inches. Its ground clearance measures in at 10.3 inches, and it also has an approach angle of 44.5 degrees, a breakover angle of 22.6 degrees, and a departure angle of 37.5 degrees. As we work our way to the exterior now for this 392, let's start off with the functional hood scoop, because this does have a dual purpose. So not only will it provide better cooling to the intake, but this also has what's called the Jeep Hydro Glide. So this will help separate any water from the intake if you're taking this off-road and water comes up over the hood. You'll also notice too, there's two bump stops right in the middle because you can fold the windshield down. Once you remove the wiper blades and a few bolts on the interior, you can fold that down and rest it on there, so it's not touching any of the paint. You can also see the 392 badge as well as Rubicon finished with that bronze on the surround, which definitely gives it a really unique look, along with on the two front tow hooks. This also has the LED lighting package, so this has LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals. You'll notice how the turn signals as well as some of the DRLs are over on the fender flares there. We have the circular DRL in the headlight housing itself, and this also has LED fog lights down in the lower section of the bumper, where you'll see where you'd like the air to go. If I go into controls, you can see the adjustments for your heated seats along with your heated steering wheel. We can even have a shortcut here for the backup camera, so you can see that up here with the guidelines as well. There's different apps that you can go into. These trim pieces surrounding the three-spoke design. Now it's time to fire this up again. We have that button over on the right side of the steering wheel, and with my foot on the brake, we can bring this to life. And coming back to this gauge cluster, you'll see over on the left side is the tach, as well as your indicator for your 4 high part-time, and 4 low. Start it back up, it will still be in the on position. So that's really awesome to see. And then just driving the Wrangler in general, I do have some heavy traffic here today, but the Jeep Wrangler is a cool vehicle. And the fact that they decided to stuff in a Hemi V8 into this four-door vehicle that you can take the roof off, you can take the doors off, you can take this off-road. Now we have a V8 engine. I will say it's a little bit better in just straight line performance. They didn't really do anything as far as the suspension to handle turns. Now this is not a performance SUV in those aspects, but I know a lot of Jeep people love having the bigger engine to sustain having larger tires. So the owner of this one already went up to 35s. You could probably have 37s, maybe even go to 40s, and you have the power for it from that V8 engine. So that is really cool to see. And I want to give it another acceleration here. I'll just go into normal mode. Nothing too crazy for what I'm able to do today. I noticed that when you have it on, I'm not going to say there's a drone to it, but you can hear the exhaust a lot more. Now, Wranglers aren't the most insulated, obviously, because you can take everything off. They're not bad, though. I used to own a Jeep Wrangler, and I loved it, so I'm not bad talking to you in that regard. It's just kind of what to be expected with having a Wrangler. But that exhaust note is awesome to hear. If you're wanting to hear that exhaust tone, this is definitely the Wrangler to get. Now, let's go ahead and move on to taking the roof off here. I believe once you get past the headrest for the front seats, boy, as far as having all that horsepower, if you still want a Wrangler, but you want the sound of that exhaust, you want the big beefy engine with 470 horsepower, this is the Wrangler for you. You can still take it off-road. We have all those capabilities, all of this tech, even the adaptive cruise here, which is a really cool feature, especially for a hardcore off-roader like this, that you can also daily drive. It's practical. It's a really nice vehicle to have. But that's gonna wrap it up for this walk-around review and test drive behind the wheel of the 2021 Jeep Wrangler 392 Rubicon. So once again, huge shout out to Sunstoppers for providing this vehicle for me today. They have a ton of locations. Definitely check them out down in the description below. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I'll see you guys in the next video.